Welcome back to the world of Fallout. In this video, we take a look at Vault 3, the vault that looks completely normal until you step inside and discover it's occupied by psychopathic junkies, ironically called friends, and commanded by a dude named Motor Runner, who sits on a throne as the mutant king of all drugs. But in all fairness, Vault 3 was originally one of those normal vaults, a so-called control vault. That is, it contained no "what happens if we put one guy and 100 women in one isolated vault" experiments, no gassing, no psych tests. Just a safe house for people after the war. Who would have thought it, a vault designed just for survival? But it can't work that way in this world, even if nothing threatens you from the inside. The outside world will just find its way to you somehow. In this case, it was a broken water chip that the vault's inhabitants need to purify the water. You can't stay in the vault for long without water, so they decided, after years of isolation, to open the door and start communicating with the outside world. Things looked fine for a while. The vault's inhabitants started trading with survivors from the outside world, contacting the locals and so on. Normal, and then friends showed up. If you don't know what they are, imagine a gang that lives only on drugs, violence, and the feeling that gunfights are a form of meditation. The residents of the vault trusted them, let them in, which was their fatal mistake. Friends completely murdered them, and Vault 3 became their home base. The Motor Runner is in charge of the whole thing, which is a kind of post-apo warlord that looks like a combination of Darth Vader and a biker. He lives in the maintenance area of the vault, has his throne there, and has 2 mutant dogs, Bone and Ash and Gashbone, at his feet. What an idyll. And yes, you can visit this vault right in Fallout, New Vegas. You'll find it in the western part of the map, near the west side. There are 2 ways to get to the vault. By force, if you prefer shootouts, but of course you have to be equipped for that. Or with good speech. You convince the guard at the entrance that you're a merchant, and they let you in without any problems. But you have to have a high enough speech level to do that. Inside, you'll find a bunch of friends waiting to greet you with a shotgun to the face, loot like Nuka-Cola Victory, drugs, ammo, and most importantly, a quest for an NCR member in which you can blast the Motor Runner out of the world and get a reward. The NCR member's name is Bounty Killer. He is hiding in a locked room in front of which there are several traps. The vault is divided into 3 sections. The Recreation Wing, which is full of brothels and graffiti. The Maintenance Wing, which houses the aforementioned Motor Runner, and the Accommodation Quarters, where there are cages, flooded corridors, and some nice locked containers for those who like to fill their pockets with some loot. Some fans speculate that the water chip malfunction wasn't a coincidence. Supposedly, it could have been, as with other vaults, a hidden vault tech experiment, but nothing is confirmed. Another tidbit is that some of the graffiti inside the vault matches that of Hidden Valley, where the Brotherhood of Steel is based. Maybe just laziness on the part of the developers during assets, or an Easter egg for the observant. And by the way, according to some theories, the vault opened just a few years before the New Vegas storyline, which would explain how quickly friends could have grown in power. So Vault 3, it started out as a perfectly innocent safe vault with no crazy experiments, and ended up as a bloody nest of addicts and rapists. A beautiful demonstration that in Fallout, you don't just need a good plan, you also need damn good locks on the doors. And if by chance your water chip ever fails, you'd better think carefully about who you let in. If you found this story interesting and entertaining, I'd love it if you'd leave a like, a subscription, and of course a comment with praise, criticism, or your opinion on this vault. I wish you good luck in the wilderness. See you next time for another vault.